Yeah, I think so. He's been the best team in the world for a few years now. So we caught him in a little bit of an off game, but our front end played great and put them in some tough positions all game long. So credit to those guys for doing that. And yeah, we'll take Brad being off for a game because it doesn't happen very often. Yeah, for sure. Backs against the wall, really have to dig deep and play well. And, we've gotten pretty comfortable with that. But huge credit to, Rick Lang as well. That's why we have Rick with us, is just to make sure that we're focusing on the important stuff out there as opposed to just strictly intensity. We've changed a couple things. We're trying a couple things, and it really worked out there for us today. So hopefully we can keep that going.
Is that really when you start to think about that one less playoff spot and how critical that is, and how things tightened up and there's only 3 moving on?
Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. Playoffs. Oh man, we're so far from that. We need to put together 3 more performances like that and see where we fall. That's really where my mindset is at. Like Mark said, I think that was our best game of the week there that we put together. And I think that's something really important at this stage. I think that the pool that we were in and coming out of there 5-3, we learned a lot coming out of our pool. And really, I think we're battle tested for the championship pool here, the championship round. And we're just excited to still be in this thing, and we know what we have to do. Destiny's in our own hands. Our backs are against the wall, and we're just going to keep playing hard and fighting for everything we've got. I think mostly it was just kind of maybe unlearning a few things and relearning ourselves, relearning our team, learning just a couple new things, how we where we need to be in order to perform at our best. And there's just a couple little things that we need to make sure that we do when we step out on the ice. And as long as we can do that, and we're really comfortable with the sheets, the rocks right now, Rick and Lee have been doing a fantastic job. And, I just, like I've said this week, I love what I'm seeing with these 3 guys in front of me, the way they're playing and throwing the rock. It's making my job pretty easy at skip, which I love. So as long as, these guys keep performing the way they are, I'm just going to try to not screw things up. I don't believe in peaking at the right time, Greg. I believe in peaking all the time. That's my mindset. All the time. To me, there's no such thing. I don't care if it's a club game, if it's a slam, if it's the Brier or whatever. We're going to come out and give it our all every single game. And I see no reason why you can't do that.
Even at a club game?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I don't know about a club game. No,
I love
that's why we quit men's league.
Thanks, guys.
Well, probably a couple of centimeters, maybe 1 shot, 2 shots here and there. I do think when you get down to the nitty gritty of a final weekend, though, I think experience is priceless. It's invaluable to have been there before and to know what's on the line and be able to shut that out and still bring your best game. I think it's why, the same group of skips have won for the last few years, Cooey, Gushu, Jacobs, you're seeing the same guys. It's because they've been battle tested and they have that experience. So, but you know what? It's great to see some of the young guys get in there and get some of that experience. And, to that point, I love seeing like Tyler Tardy here and Jacques Gauthier getting to kind of experience what it's like and to see what these skips do. I think that bodes well for Canadian curling and the depth that we have. And yeah, hope that answered your question. I kind of went off there for a second.
No, I think we need some breaks too. I think it's important to, and we got one last night. We were in the hotel room on the edge of our seats watching those games. We had the night off, and we got a break with Northwest Territories beating New Brunswick, upsetting them, I would say. That gave us the morning off. We were able to get a really good rest, and we came out feeling very refreshed today. So that was big.
Yeah, I think we're pretty sharp this morning. Really, I think everyone played pretty well, and we're onto the ice pretty well. And yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, Matt made a lot of run backs and kept opening it up for us. And like, we were able to exploit some open, safer deuces throughout the game because of those run backs that he made. And the whole team played very well, and we played the game how we want to play it. So that's exciting.
We're just trying to win as many games as we can. I don't think we're even looking at that right now. We've kind of put ourselves in a spot where we, every game's a must win to stay in the tournament. So, yeah, I'm sure it's going to get bunched up and, there might be, a bunch of teams at 3 losses, but we just got to win every game. That's all we're focused on right now.
Too many. No, sometimes it works and it doesn't. I mean, we didn't have a great day yesterday, but we played pretty well. We just didn't quite win two games that we had good chances in. So to get a win here was big. And I mean, it's beautiful to be playing out there. You're looking across the sheet and it's a who's who of the best teams in the world competing for a Brier. Like, if we can keep the attitude we had today, keep playing the way we did today, we're gonna have a chance to win every game. I think we're more experienced. I mean, having Matt join the team, he played basically perfect today, but also he just brings a lot of experience in how to manage those intense moments. And I mean, that's something I'm learning. I'm a pretty new skip relative, like everybody else out there skip for like 5 to 10 more years or more than I have at a high level. So, having even more experience and more guys who are great at managing the team, like both Matt and Adam, really just helps give us better poise, I think. And, we know we have the shots to beat these teams. Yeah, getting 2 and 8's pretty awesome. So the guys set it up real nice there, and it was nice to cash it in. I mean, definitely we had basically a similar shot in 8 last night in the same exact scoreboard, and I didn't make it. So, it was nice to bounce back, I guess.
You know what? You try and exceed your own expectations every day, and we've done that so far. The thought of Sunday is still 2 days away for us, and we're just going to try and get through today. How's that?
Yeah.
I'm not superstitious, just careful. But you know what? Again, it all goes back to Glenn setting us up for every game and making sure we're ready and defines our roles, what we need to do every game to be our best. And Glenn, and even though he's not on the ice, he is still the best person to have on the bench, and he's doing an outstanding job. You know what? Not bad. Probably mentally, I feel really good. I feel like I'm in the games and focused, which is a great way to be. I'm getting lots of rest when the time comes, and this will be the hardest one. The back-to-back games close together. But you know what? I feel not too bad, which is nice. I get out there on the ice and totally forget about everything else. They're all tough tests. There's no such thing as an easy Brier. I haven't played in one, anyways. And the teams here are so professional in everything they do on the ice, off the ice. They take it very seriously, and most of them, or a lot of them, this is what they do for a living. So, it makes a big difference to come in there and just try and be competitive day in, day out. And it turns out, like I say, with the leadership of Glenn Howard, this team has embraced our roles, and we're doing everything we can, and we're staying right with them.
Yeah, that's true. It's still a little ways away, and we're just having fun. Like, it's just, we're going out making shots, and just a little stress-free right now. So you're going to keep it game by game and make some shots and see if we're lucky enough to make Sunday.
Yeah, it's always a good game to come up and play your best against those guys. We just had so many battles over the years. So it was definitely nice. Feels like we're getting on a little bit of a roll here, playing that little bit better, which is exactly what we need to be doing. And luckily we came out real sharp today.
Yeah, there is. I just think for us, it's just adding up wins. We know we need a lot of them. We want to find ourselves somewhere in the playoff picture. So it is good to wound other teams, and by winning games, you're doing that. So we just focus on winning our games.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is the weekend's still a ways away. We've still got three good games, 3 hard games, and we've got to win our share of those. Otherwise, we're not going to be playing on the weekend. And that's really what we got to focus on now. I think if you start thinking about Sunday too early, that's where you can kind of lose your way a little bit.
Brennan, congrats on the win. And I'm sorry if you were asked this previously, but Barbara has you rolling undefeated with the Sox. So I was curious, just one, what was your initial reaction to opening up that package? And 2, what does it mean to you that not only did a fan notice your footwear enough, but also that they actually took the time to send something to you in the bubble?
Yeah, it's just so sweet of her to do that. I think it's really cool. It's one of the unique things that makes the Brier really special. In 5 years here, I haven't been mailed anything to the rink yet. So I was a little curious when I got the first package and opened it up, and yeah, it's a great story all around. I'm certainly happy to be wearing them. Happy they're working. And I suppose I'm going to be stuck in them here if with this record anyways.
Is there a real sense of rivalry between you guys and the Kui group, especially when you're both kind of representing Alberta, even though you're the Alberta team?
There's also a lot of respect between the two teams, and over the past few years, I think that's actually over. It's a rivalry, absolutely, but a lot of respect between the two teams. We really love playing against them, and I think they would say the same thing. And our games are always like you just saw there, close, intense, and you're just playing against some of the best in the world. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I've worn, there's a certain brand of ankle socks that I just enjoy. I wear every day in my day-to-day life, and I wear them curling. So I have got quite a few comments, over the years, I should be wearing longer socks. And yeah, if I listened to what everyone said on TV, I would be jumping through hoops every day. So I thought this was a fun one. I mean, it was someone that spent time out of their life in COVID, nonetheless, to go out and buy some socks, figure out how to mail them to me and send them. And I thought that was just pretty neat. Definitely very sweet of her to do that. And like I say, I mean, they're a proven track record at this point. So I'm pretty thankful for them.
How many games have you had them on for?
The last 4.
Okay.